26 years of her life, she was disabled and could only barely move using the back of her knees because of her rare condition. She was born with bilateral congenital knee recurvatum, bending her knees backward in an L shape toward her upper body. In addition, a deformity of her ankles made her rely on only the back of her knees to move forward. Her family brought her to seek various medical treatments, but the results were always disappointing. Add to her predicament was her family's limited financial resources. So her family gave up hope of ever seeing her standing on her own 2 feet. Despite all her disabilities, Tuanzhi is always an optimistic person. She learned to take care of herself and share housework, like washing clothes, cooking and mopping floors. She even obtained a steady job in a school for autistic children. However, due to her growing bone structure and increasing daily activities, she began to experience pain in her waist and legs. Her body weight also became a great burden as she lifted herself up on her hands every step of the way. Fortunately, with assistance from Tsukai volunteers in Xiamen, Tuanzhi came to Taiwan for her dream to stand up on her own feet. Over a period of 6 months, she received 7 orthopedic operations in Hualien Tsukai Hospital. Following by a series of physical therapies, the young girl could finally stand tall on her own and see the beautiful scenery of Hualien. In May 2013, another young patient from Xiamen, Mr. Yang Xiaodong, also received a life-changing treatment in the same hospital. His condition is known as ankylosing spondylitis, an inflammatory disease of the spine that can cause fusion of vertebrae in the spine, making the spine less flexible and leading to a hunched forward posture. He underwent surgeries to correct a 140-degree bend of his spinal curve. On October of the same year, orthopedic surgeon Drive Liu Quanlin and Tsukai volunteers accompanied him to a local hospital in his community to discuss his follow-up treatment. Impressed by Tsukai's charity work and its medical care, Mr. Pan Shijian, ex-U deputy chair of the National Committee of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference of Xiamen, invited Dr. Liu to assess another patient, Tuanzhi, with rare disease. After a basic checkup, Dr. Liu brought her medical records which were dated 15 years ago for further discussion with his surgical team back in Hualien. To have the updated test results, a couple of months later on December 22, 2013, Tuanzhi and her father in a company with Tsukai volunteers from Xiamen flew to Taiwan for more detailed examination. A medical team was created especially for her care. Dr. Chen Ho, an orthopedic surgeon and honorary superintendent, led the team which included Dr. Chen Rong, an ear-nose-throat surgeon and vice superintendent, and other orthopedic, rehabilitation and pediatrics specialists. They found that in the medical history, her condition was extremely rare, with less than 20 cases ever documented. Based on her examination results and historical medical records, the team worked hard to design the best treatment plan for her. While the doctors were busy in planning and preparation, Tuanzhi was discharged and went home with her father to prepare for her surgeries that she could only dream about before. During her long recovery period, she received love and care from many people. Tuanzhi said that she was especially grateful to people from Tsukai and her friends in Xiamen for giving her so much care and blessings. In return, Tuanzhi wished to help others in need to spread love. She donated well-wish cash gifts she received to Tsukai's International Disaster Relief Fund. Her donation joined others to rebuild schools damaged by Typhoon Haiyan in the Philippines. In addition, she actively volunteers in Tsukai activities. During her stay in the hospital, she attended a musical memorial service for organ donors and a screening of an educational film about rare diseases to show her support. She also took part in making Tsukai red envelopes for Chinese New Year to add in her well wishes and form good affinities with people. At the age of 26, Tuanzhi met Tsukai and flipped her life to begin anew. After 10 months of medical treatment and rehabilitation, she grew from 93 to 128 centimeters tall. The members of the medical team acted like architects who in a way redesigned her legs and rebuilt her life. Now she can walk and live independently. With the help and love of those around her, she now has a brighter future with vast opportunities in front of her. On January 22, 2015, accompanied by volunteers and medical personnel from Hualien Tsukai Hospital, Ms. Chen Tuanzhi went home, full of blessings.